Welcome everyone out to West Lawrence Middle School. We're here with Chris Morris, and many of you know Chris from the community. We're here today to speak to him in respect to the changes that are being made, the construction being done here at West Lawrence Middle School. Chris, welcome to you.
Thank you.
Many people in the community want to know exactly what's going on with the middle school. It's quite an investment that'll take place over the summer.
It is. It's a big investment, but it's an investment that is definitely needed with the school. Part of the school's been here for a really long time, and there's basically two wings to it. One of them's a lot older than the other one, and you can tell it. And I don't think you have to ask anybody that goes to school here. They understand that this is an old building, and it works and functions like an old building, and it's needed to be either updated or gotten rid of, one of the two. And so they decided probably back in January that one of the options that they needed to consider was, can we do something this summer, and what can be done to just to be able to save the school. So a decision was made. Came up with a game plan. We presented a bid and we won it, and we feel confident that we'll be able to complete the task. And when school starts back in August, it'll feel like a brand new school. And I know that's what the community wants. They want to be able to use this building to its potential, and I feel like we'll easily make it. Have no problem.
Good, Chris. All right, so about how old is this school?
If I'm not mistaken, I think this front part was somewhere around 72.
Yeah.
Which that means it's as old as I am. The back part, I'm honestly don't know when that renovation took place. I know one of my supervisors actually did that renovation, so I'd have to ask him when that was.
Yeah.
But you can tell there's a difference between the two.
Mm-hmm. And most schools have been renovated by now.
That's true, and this one's been long overdue, but
it really has. And so going into it, you have some perspective from other schools in Georgia that you guys have worked on.
Right. About 3 years ago, one of our supervisors, Jeff Hall, did a job up in Fort Valley, which was a summertime project. And always you got such a time constraint, you got so much that they want to do. They want to accomplish as much as possible on the project, renew as much as possible on the project. But it is doable. You got to work 7 days a week. If it takes 2 crews, 24 hours a day, you can do a lot.
Yeah.
And when you're under pressure,
you perform.
You perform. That's exactly right.
So what all will be done? And looking at the outside, we notice you've already taken down the cover on the catwalk or the walkway down to the gym.
Well, they're going to try and reorganize the way the school functions. Instead of this being the main entrance where the kids come and go, there'll be a new canopy put in. A little bit bigger canopy, a nicer canopy where drop-off can be more functional instead of the way they're doing it now. The lobby will be shifted over. Pretty much the entire admin area. We're going to tear it down and rebuild it and restructure it and organize it in a better manner for the administration that works in that area. But in general, for the whole school, all the ceilings will be taken out. That means all the lighting will come out, all new ceiling grid, ceiling tile, all brand new paint, all new flooring. The A wing, which is the oldest, will be all new doors, all new fixtures in the bathrooms in the A wing. Some will be left in the B wing since it's newer. But yes, a lot. It'll make a big difference. It'll look completely different when everybody comes back in August.
And so a lot will be done on the outside, a tremendous amount on the inside.
Yeah, when you come up to the outside, we have a crew that specializes in brick restoration. They're going to come in and try and restore the brick as much as possible. They'll clean it with special products. They'll tuck and point. If there's cracks, mortar missing, they'll fix all that back to where it looks clean. The windows everywhere will be reglazed and everything repainted. If there's steel structure showing on the outside, that'll be repainted. And as you can tell, there's new sidewalks we've already been able to install, which the school is. They've helped out greatly to be able to help me get started early. Mr. Tim Franks is just put it out there. Whatever you want to do, let me know and we'll talk about it.
Let's get it done.
That's right, and let's make it happen so that they don't have to put up with any more distractions than they already have.
Yeah, seems like they're working just as normal without the doors and with some renovation already in progress.
If you want to use the word normal.
As normal as possible.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
work
right.
has begun, that's for sure. And being on a time constraint, what's your date that you are shooting for?
Monday is the 23rd. That's a little bit less than a week. That's our official start date. I've got 9.5 weeks to complete the entire project. And that means punch it, clean it, and get out of here so that they've got a few days to move everything back into the school. There's a massive moving crew coming that'll work 24 hours a day, and in about a day, day's time, they'll move the entire school out. There'll be a lot to take place in the first 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take a tour of the place. We'll take a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and be back. Chris is going to show us some of the renovations that'll take place here.
Hi, my name is Heath Taylor. I'm the President and CEO at the Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, and I want to say congratulations to our 2016 graduates. On behalf of the Board of Directors at the Chamber and myself, we are proud of you, and we want to say congratulations on a job well done. We want you to know that your Chamber of Commerce is here for you to support you in your future endeavors. Again, congratulations on a job well done, and I want to remind you that it's a great day for business in Dublin and Lawrence County.
As we come into the building, basically we're going to have a new entrance. It'll be a little bit different than what we used to have, where there was just one set of double doors. Now there'll be 2 individual doors. There'll be a way to go in, but there'll also be a way to come out, to where there's kind of a separation. If you'll notice in the past that new schools are going about doing things a little bit differently. It's a security issue, and they're trying to create that at both entrances now, to where you just can't walk into the school. Things will be a little bit different. It'll be a look and function a lot better. All right, this is pretty much the outside area of the administration offices. This is where probably the most difficult task will take place, where we're going to take a lot of the block walls out. There are certain sections that will be demoed, but once you step inside and get into the actual offices, all those walls are going to have to come out. The HVAC units that are on the roof are going to come out. There'll be new ductwork that'll be installed, and then new block walls installed, and then new ceilings, new paint, new flooring. And just the layout will be totally different than what it is right now. This is the media center. Some of the work that will take place in here has already started. There used to be bookshelves in here, pretty much from wall to wall, that we've already demoed out and gotten rid of. New bookshelving will come in place. New ceilings, new lights, new flooring, new paint, and then maybe some sheetrock headers up around the ceilings that'll make it look a little bit different, refresh it, make it look more updated. But that's pretty much what happens in here. This is the B wing part of the facility, which is the newest one. There used to be, we've already demoed all the lockers out, and new lockers will be installed pretty much around the last of the job. New ceilings, new lights, new flooring, new paint, pretty much the same thing in every room. In the B wing, Mr. Franks has already allowed us to get started, taking about 50% of the lights out, which helps us out greatly, get a jump start on everything so that we know that we can reach that date. All right, on the exterior of the building, as you notice, there's wall-hung units. They're barred units. Every one of them on the entire building will be replaced and new ones put in. Along the sides of the building, we're putting in 8-foot sidewalks, which we were able to go ahead and get a jump start on that. The brick will also be cleaned, like I said earlier. And back over in the parking lot areas, we got some parts of the parking lot that we're going to reseal, and then there's parts of the parking lot that need to be completely redone. Whenever they originally did it, it just not thick enough asphalt, and it needs to be taken out and redone. So that'll be one thing that's redone also. If you notice, pretty much there used to be a canopy that extended from the gym back up to the A wing, and we've already taken it down. So a new canopy will be installed, which is a pretty good bit bigger, a lot nicer. New concrete work going up under it. And then we'll add a canopy from the breezeway from the B area down, so the kids, if it's ever raining, they won't have to walk through the rain to get to the gym and have their PE class. Also, pretty much from this area all the way back around, this will be all new asphalt. And then this area here will be resealed. And if there's places that are in trouble, then we'll cut them out and repatch them. All right, this is back up in the A-wing area where pretty much the bulk of the work's done. The thing that's different from the A-wing compared to the B-wing uses barred units and wall-hung units to supply the heating and air for the building. But in the original A-wing, it was provided by rooftop units and ductwork. So up in the front admin area, all this ductwork that's in here and in the cafeteria and back through these areas will be torn out. Yeah, there'll be new rooftop units placed on all of the A-wing, new ductwork. Pretty much in this front area is where the walls will be torn down and everything will be reconfigured. The waiting room and receptions area will be down here instead of where it is currently. It's located right in here. It'll be shifted to this area back here where there's a vestibule. A new door will be installed so that when you come in that vestibule, the only way to get in is you have to come in to the receptionist, and it'll create a security zone to where you just can't walk into the school. This is where the serving line used to be at. This is a door frame that we're going to take out and actually make a bigger cased opening. And what they'll do is the serving line will no longer be in there, but it'll be out here in the cafeteria. And by doing that, they'll have a prep area right behind this wall that gives them more room to function. Right now they're kind of cramped inside the cafeteria, the kitchen area, and they just need a little bit more room, and by doing that, this will help them out. Okay. Back over here on the doorway that actually leads into the cafeteria, if you can see the orange paint, I'm going to take out all the block below the orange line. We're going to install a beam and some columns, and what it will do will allow a little bit more area for the kids to be seated to where they're not so cramped. Plus, instead of having so many lunch periods, I think they'll be able to reduce their lunch periods down by one and be able to accomplish more faster. That is a tough job because that's a load-bearing wall. It's holding a lot up, but we can do it.
Thanks to Chris Morris for giving us a tour today, and also thanks to the Lawrence County Superintendent, Board of Education, and the community at large for investing in our young people in our community.